Good morning, friends. It's Miss Jessica at Westside Daycare through the Weber Road Boys and Girls Club. Today we are going to make Kool-Aide Play-Doh. So I have all of my ingredients ready. My hands have been washed. Have you washed your hands yet? Okay, well, for the few of you that haven't done that yet, please go wash your hands now. Remember to sing our hand washing song. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, look how clean my two hands are. Soap and water, wash and scrub, get those germs off, scrub-a-dub. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, look how clean my two hands are. All right, I am going to start with a story today because once I am done making the Play-Doh, my hands are going to be pretty icky and I don't want to get that all over one of our favorite books, The Crayon Box That Talked. While walking in a toy store the day before today, I overheard a crayon box with many things to say. "I don't like red," said Yellow, and Green said, "Nor do I, and no one here likes orange, but no one knows just why." "We're a box of crayons that doesn't get along," said Blue to all of the others. "Something here is wrong." "Well, I bought that box of crayons and I took it home with me," and laid out all the colors so the crayons could all see. They watched me as I colored with red and blue and green and black and white and orange and every color in between. They watched as green became the grass and blue became the sky. The yellow sun was shining bright on white clouds drifting by. Colors changing as they touched, becoming something new. They watched me as I colored. They watched till I was through. And when I'd finally finished, I began to walk away. And as I did, the crayon box had something more to say. "I do like red," said Yellow, and Green said, "So do I," and Blue, "You were terrific, so high up in the sky." We're a box of crayons, each one of us unique, but when we get together, the picture is complete. Excellent teamwork with those crayons, making beautiful things working together. All right, so everyone's hands are clean now. Good job. I'm going to get the boiling hot water and then have a seat and we will get started with our Play-Doh. All right, my friends. Everybody roll your sleeves up if they're long. Oh, some of you are wearing short sleeves already. Well, I guess you don't have to roll them up then. You are set to go. All right, who remembers what this stuff is called? Flour. Good job. So we're gonna want to scoop 1 cup into the bowl, 2 cups into the bowl, and then I'm going to do about a 1/2 cup right now. So I'm just going to fill this about halfway and into the bowl it goes. Remember, keep your flour close by because once we're done mixing the Play-Doh, we're going to knead the Play-Doh. And we're going to want to dust our tabletop surface with flour before we begin the kneading. All right, so I have my flower so far. Who remembers what this was called? That's right, that's our salt. We need to put salt in as well, and half a cup. I'm down a measuring cup right now, so I'm gonna do my best with using my looking eyes and decide that this is about half a cup of salt. Into there. We have one more dry ingredient we need to put in. Any guesses as what that is? It's what makes our Play-Doh colorful and smell wonderful. You got it, Kool-Aide. Yeah, you guys are right. We're doing the grape Kool-Aide. That's my favorite color and my favorite smell. Are you guys using Kool-Aide today? That's right. Some of you might be using food coloring instead. I'll get to that step later. If you have Kool-Aide, can everybody smell it, please? What does yours smell like? Oh, that's gonna be so good. All right, you're gonna want both packs of your Kool-Aide in there. If you're only able to find one pack, that is totally fine. Your color just won't be quite as vibrant and the scent may not be as strong. Okay, so now I have my 3 dry ingredients in my bowl. We're gonna mix it all together. Now remember to stir carefully, because the more ingredients we lose out of this bowl with our mixing, the less Play-Doh it's going to make. All right, is it all mixed up? Excellent. Now we're gonna put a hole in the middle of the dry ingredients. Does anyone remember what we call that hole? A well, that's right, because that's where we put our liquid. All right, finger family up and finger family down, finger family dancing all around the town, dancing on my shoulders, dancing on my head. Now it's time we tuck them into bed. Why am I asking you guys to tuck your fingers into bed right now? That's right, we are about to do the water part. And this water is hot, exactly. So this is the part where mommy or daddy, grandma, grandpa, your babysitter, whoever is with you right now, this is the part that they need to do, because we don't want you guys getting hurt. So we have our water in there, and we need some vegetable oil as well. We're going to want 3 tablespoons of oil. And because this is a half tablespoon, I'm gonna have to do this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna give it a little stir. When you guys add the liquid, do you think it's gonna change the color of our dry ingredients? Some of you do and some of you don't. Well, make sure you watch carefully as it goes in at your home. Mine's turning colors. I'll show you it in just a moment. Now, the recipe that I have, sometimes I think it's pulling my leg, because sometimes it seems like I don't have quite enough flour. So I hope that yours is working out well. Do you think the Play-Doh is ready for you guys to touch? Good remembering. When it's still in the bowl, that means it's still too warm for you to handle. All right, I'm almost ready to put mine on the table to knead. You guys remembered that word? Good job. All right, so I'm just gonna move my garbage over here. Here's my flour. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the table. Who remembers why we sprinkle flour on the table when we're making our Play-Doh? That's right. If we don't sprinkle the table with flour before we do our kneading, the Play-Doh sticks to the table a lot. Yeah, so this will help get it mixed in really nice. So my Play-Doh is still pretty warm for me to touch right now. So please make sure your finger family is still in bed. All right, so remember how to do your kneading. You might have to wait a little while until Mommy and Daddy are ready to give you a turn. What happens if once all the ingredients are mixed in together and the Play-Doh's sticky? What could we do? That's right, just add a little more flour. Oh, good point too. Sometimes when the Play-Doh's still warm, it feels a little bit sticky. Do you guys think maybe once the Play-Doh cools off, it won't feel quite as sticky anymore? I think you're right. Oh yes, mine is still a little sticky. I'm just gonna brush some more of this flour over here. How many of my friends are choosing to add glitter to your Play-Doh? That's awesome. What color of glitter do you have? Oh, those sound like wonderful colors. I am going to add glitter. Thank you for asking. Does anyone want to guess what kind of glitter I'm going to be adding? What color of glitter am I going to add to my purple Play-Doh? Good guesses. We're gonna sing the ABC song while I mix this in a little bit more. And then after we do our alphabet, I'm going to give you a hint as to what colors of glitter I'm going to add to my Play-Doh here at daycare. Ready for the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good work, friends. This is much stickier than usual, so how about we count to 10 while I mix this in? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did everyone do it? Good job. Oh, you want to do it in Spanish as well? Have you guys been using your Spanish at all since you've been at your home? All right, let's do 1 to 10 in Spanish, and then I think my Play-Doh will finally be ready for glitter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, Now my Play-Doh is ready for my next step. However, some of you may not have had the opportunity to find the proper Kool-Aide for this. So if you are someone who is going to be using food coloring and scent, now would be the time for you to do this. So I want mummies and daddies to do this part because food coloring stains your fingers. So I have blue food coloring right here. I'm not actually going to put it into my Play-Doh because I used Kool-Aide. But you take your toothpick and just stick it in the top so you have a little bit of coloring on there, and then you just stick the toothpick in. Do it again, wipe it off in the Play-Doh, and do it one more time, wipe it off in the Play-Doh, and mix it all together. You can do this with your scent as well. The more food coloring you add, of course, the more vibrant the color is gonna be, so you just have to play around with it a little bit till you get the color you're hoping for. All right, so my color of Play-Doh is purple. Now we have to mix two colors together to make the color purple. Red, and what other color? Blue. Good job. So I think because I needed the color red and blue to make the color purple, that's the color of glitter I'm going to add to my Play-Doh. So you can just sprinkle it on top there. Add a little bit of red. And I'm gonna do a little bit of clear too, just to add a little more shimmer for my fairy friends here. All right, and then all you have to do is knead the Play-Doh again until all the glitter is mixed in. Now, if you really enjoy playing with Play-Doh, you might want to store this in your fridge. I'm not sure if it'll give it a lot more life to it or not. I generally make Play-Doh once every 2 weeks with the children, so we just end up tossing it every 2 weeks. So if you put it in your fridge, it might just give it a bit longer of a life. For my friends from daycare who are watching, make sure you wash your hands before and after playing with your Play-Doh, okay? Because if you have a whole bunch of germs on your hands and then you go play Play-Doh, you're putting all those germs into the Play-Doh. And then the next time you go to play with Play-Doh, it's already gonna be full of germs. Remember when we did our bread experiment with dirty hands and clean hands? Good remembering. The piece of bread that we touched a lot with our dirty hands, it looked very, very yucky, didn't it? Yeah. And we want our Play-Doh to last for a while. So please make sure you are washing your hands before playing with Play-Doh, and make sure you wash your hands after. Where does Play-Doh belong, friends? That's right, on your table. What's something we should check every once in a while when we're playing with our Play-Doh? Good job. Remember to do your floor check. What other check should you do? You're right, your shoes. We've had a lot of mashed in Play-Doh in our carpet, and it is not a fun thing to deal with. All right, friends, so my Play-Doh is all ready to go now. How about you? You could ask Mommy and Daddy if there's any cookie cutters that you could use to play with it, or a rolling pin from baking. Make sure you ask before you use kitchen tools with your Play-Doh, okay, my friends? All right, well, thanks for tuning in. I miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you again. Have an excellent day.